chapter 12. For the leader on the Shemini, a psalm of David. Help, Lord, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fell from among the children of men. They speak falsehood every one with his neighbor. With flattering lip and with a double heart do they speak. May the Lord cut off all the flattering lips, the tongue that speaketh proud things, who have said, Our tongue will we make mighty, our lips are with us. Who is the Lord over us? For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith the Lord. I will set him in safety at whom they puff. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a crucible on the earth, refined 7 times. You will keep them, O Lord. You will preserve us from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side, when vileness is exalted among the sons of men. All right, let's go back up to verse 1. Man, once again, it's a song to God. It's on the Sheminith, and I believe we have the Sheminith would be in the it's the lowest octave can be reached, possibly, maybe even upon a bass if we are talking about an instrument itself, like a bass. But it's also is a psalm of David. We have David recorded as the author of it, because not all the psalms are written by David. A psalm is a song, and David is the beloved. We're going to pick it up here in verse 2. Help, Lord, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fell among the children of men. Help, Lord, as a cry for help, as it's like someone who is sinking, a cry for help. For the godly man ceaseth. This word godly, these that are righteous, these actually that do good in the earth, these ones that are humble before God, that go about being fair, being honest in this aspect of understanding, they cease. And we'll find out, and especially in today's times, this would be what is called that generation seed, where this happens, and we're going to see that here in a minute. But this is ceasing, and for the faithful fell from among the children of men. The faithful, those that are established, it seems like those that are observant to God's understanding and doing good in the earth and being kind to others, and it's beginning to fail in the earth, and it's because nobody's teaching the law. That's what it boils back to. We can check it out. It's recorded. But they're ceasing, and we know what the prophets would say. And nobody considers that the righteous are taken away from the evil to come. 3. They speak falsehood, every one with his neighbor. With a flattering lip, with a double heart do they speak. They speak falsehoods. These are just outright lies. And we'll find that these times really never change. Every one with his neighbor. Everyone lying, deceiving, trying to take advantage of his neighbor somehow, with a flattering lip, or with goodly words that are promises, words of that bring to mind a something beautiful or something wonderful, with a double heart. But see, there's and this is to have another intention in mind altogether. That's what the last psalm was about. Those who have this double heart, or a second intention, they say one thing, but they have a whole other thing in mind when they speak. 4. May the Lord cut off all flattering lips, the tongue that speaketh proud things. And may the Lord cut off all the flattering lips. And he has, in a sense, but you will have to open your eyes to see it, to open your eyes to understand these things, that the Lord has cut them off in their place. They are deceived with their own tongue. 5. Who has said, Our tongue will make mighty, our lips are with us. Who is Lord over us? And that's who we're talking about, these that say these things, that our tongue will we make mighty. Our words will we lift up. Our that which works in the mouth. See, that which worketh in the mouth, that which brings these deceptions to be, this which causes this lack of knowledge, which causes to forget even. And what they cause to forget is the law of God. Let's see, that God give that in the beginning. And few can make it past two. But our lips are with us, and who is Lord over us? Who is this one, this ruler? That's what this Lord here stands for, is a ruler over us. Who controls us? We can say whatever we want, but it doesn't mean we won't be held accountable or are not held accountable for what we say. We think we get away with it because we have, but we'll find out you're held accountable, and God holds you accountable for those that you slay. 6. For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saith the Lord. I will set him in safety at whom they puff. And it's for the oppression of the poor. And the poor is just those that don't have very much. They are, the word is ani, and it means that those that are afflicted, those that are humbled, those that are wretched, those that have been brought down. This is because they are oppressed. We'll find out they're used constantly. And it's because of that. This is what causes the sign. And the sign is those of the needy. And this word needy, we would think it's very much like the poor. And that's exactly what it means, is this ebyon. And it means those that are in want, those that have need. See, and this need is for substance. This need is not only for substance that of the flesh, but substance of the understanding. Well, because that's who we're talking about. Those that sell knowledge. 7. As the words of the Lord are pure, as silver tried in a crucible on the earth, refined 7 times. And the words of the Lord are pure. I didn't have much to say when he spoke, but when he spoke, Moses wrote it down. When he come down from the mountain, there was 10 words on the rock. And these words are tried as just like they're in a crucible on the earth, or a furnace. That's where it could be called a furnace, but we'll look at it like something as a smelting pot even. It's on the earth being refined 7 times. 7 is always means to complete it, to put an end to it, to accomplish it, to get it done. These periods even, where these words of God are tried. Why? We'll find out men don't believe these words. A lot of them don't think. They break the law and they say, well, we're alive. We'll find out, no, you're not alive, and you perpetuate death by doing these things. See, the society suffers for it. Society should be like a blooming flower, beautiful and wonderful. And we'll find out men pervert these things. Men pervert understanding to get their gain. 8. You will keep them, O Lord. You will preserve us from this generation forever. And you will keep them. Those that observe God's law, those that have understanding, because they know this is the judgment of God that he put in the earth. And it's all for a time. It's all for a period. It's all for a generation, so to speak, that passes through the fire, that has to be tried and gain these understandings. And sooner or later it happens. Preserve us from this generation. This word generation here is more like a period of time, not necessarily talking about any certain generation, but it's a period of time. The word is doer, and it basically means just a period of time. It's a generation. We could say generation, but we're talking about a certain period of time, a certain time where they live, and these are those we can see. They're perverted in their understandings. They're perverted in their words. They only lead away for gain, and that's what they do to the people. Because 9, the wicked walk on every side, when vileness exalted among the sons of men. And that's why the wicked walk on every side. This vileness, I believe the King James Version says here, when the vilest men are exalted. The vilest men, that's the most worthless. That's the most worthless among the worthless. Old saying, you can choose among, you get to always choose the less of two evils. That about says it all right there. Because the wicked walk on every side. They're on both sides of the street. They just got one. They don't follow no rules. They don't have an ordinance like we would have to be correct, to stay in the understanding of God, to not violate God's law, to not take advantage of your brother. They don't pay attention to this, so they do these things. And they make themselves known. You don't have to be of a great intelligence to recognize them. They just need to open your eyes and pay attention of what's going on. Times never change, periods never change. It seems like the wicked will never change. But we're going to move forward. We're going to move to Psalms 13. Turn, return.